Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We are doing part 2 in our Tales of a Forest Kingdom. So we did this background last time, and this time we're going to focus on the foreground, get some pencil in there. So if you haven't seen how I did this background, go ahead and watch that first. I'm going to be filming this part in a few different sit-downs. I ended up at the dentist office last night. I need a root canal. I'm in quite a bit of pain, but I'm on quite a bit of painkillers at the moment. And yeah, that was not how I had planned for this week or this weekend to go, but what are you gonna do? So I'm just gonna do little bits here and there so that hopefully I don't get behind on videos, but if I do, well, I do. So we're gonna start with like his little body here. So I'm gonna see if I can zoom in any further. So I'm using my Holbein pencils today. We're doing a lot of Hannah Karlzon, so I thought we could just kind of work our way through my pencil collection as well. So we will use these. This time I haven't used them in quite a while, actually. So this is number 335, Cerulean Blue. So I'm going to base coat his little body in this color. I might leave like a small area right in the middle for a highlight, but we will see. We can always go back in and add a brighter highlight if we want, so I'm just going to cover it up on that one. There's so much going on. Yeah, so I ended, my uncle's a dentist, and yeah, I was fine, and then all of a sudden I was not fine. My whole right side of my face, all the way, like both jaw bones, my temple, just my entire right side of my face was in so much pain. I didn't sleep, and I'm prone to ear infections, and so I thought, well, maybe it's a very severe ear infection, which I've had severe ear infections before. About 10 years ago, right after my son was born, I ended up at an Instacare with a ear infection in the labyrinth of my ear. And he basically said if it got any worse to go to the emergency room because I could go deaf. So it always really kind of scares me when I get pain like that, but this was on another level. And yeah, so I thought maybe it's an ear infection. So I went to Instacare first thing yesterday morning. I was like their first patient. I couldn't get into my doctor until a very inconvenient time in the day, so I just went to Instacare, and I don't know if that doctor just really didn't care or if I was like his first patient of the day, so he wasn't awake or what, I don't know. But he said my ear was fine and that my sinuses were fine, and so here's an naproxen and use some nasal spray. And I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, I'm in so much pain and you want me to just take naproxen and use a nasal spray? So I didn't even leave the parking lot of Instacare before I was texting my uncle, the dentist, because if it wasn't in my ear or my sinuses, then it had to be a tooth. And so I was texting him, and yeah. Yesterday was not a good day. So anyways, he works at a different practice some days, but he was kind enough to go into his practice after he got off work at the other practice to take a look at me. So I went there at like 6:30 last night. Had to take all my kids and my husband because I couldn't drive. I was in so much pain, there was just no way. And yeah, and he took an x-ray. He didn't have any help there with him, so it was just him, and he was so funny because, you know, they have assistants who do all the little things for them, and he's saying it's a good thing oh, it's nice to know I can still take an x-ray, and he was being really nice and stuff about it. But I'm just darkening up the outside with the same pencil. Yeah, so he took the x-ray and kind of felt around in my mouth, figured out what was going on, and sure enough, have an abscessed tooth that's causing all my severe pain, where I'm imagining someone just ripping off one side of my face, muscles and bone and ligament and everything, and how much better I would feel if someone just did that. Anyways, so yeah, but he hummed and hawed over my x-ray and I had the same problem with another tooth like 11, 12, 13 years ago. The roots of my tooth, instead of being straight, they're curled together and then bent. And so he's like, I think we can save this tooth, but I can't do it, so you're gonna have to see a specialist. And so anyways, I have an appointment with a specialist on Tuesday for a root canal, but my uncle was able to get me an antibiotic and some painkillers, and he numbed me all up to go home and just have some relief and to sleep last night. So that was good. All right, this is Cobalt Blue 347, and I like how it just is a nice gradient from that cerulean. It's just such a beautiful color, and I'm just going right over the top of it, but not taking it all the way into the center, because I want the center to have a highlight in it. So these pencils they blend beautifully and easily, but they're more of a layering pencil than like a smushed together pencil, as I call it, as Prismacolors are. I don't know if that makes any sense. If you use lots of different pencils, you'll understand what I'm saying. Like how they blend is just a little bit different. So with these, you just want to layer them and kind of go just lots of layers rather than pressure. So yeah, pretty. So to get to my uncle's practice, it's like an hour and a half from our, well, not quite, like an hour and 10 minutes or so from our house. But we had tried other dentists and I couldn't get into them. So I had to load the kids in the car. My husband had to get off work early, and it was quite the nuisance to everybody, and I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't been in so much pain. Oh my gosh, it was like on a different level. Anyways, my kids were so good, because like even a year ago it would have been a nightmare to like take them off their schedule and load them in a car and make them be good for 5 hours while we try to figure this out. They were so good. I was so proud of them. My oldest did get a little car sick. Poor guy. Because we had to come down a canyon road. Anyways, so poor guy. But even he, like, they just were very well behaved. I was so proud of them. So I'm not using any pressure, hardly at all. I'm keeping things very light, and then if I want it darker, just go over it a little bit more, a few more times. It's just very nice, easy to do here. Then I want to take, this is navy blue 365, and I just want to darken up like each side just a little bit. Yeah, that's really pretty. So I was able to come home and sleep last night, and today was Friday. My kids don't have school on Fridays. They have like online school on Fridays. I don't like it, but they did pretty good today, and I was able to like do that with them during like the best 2 hours of when the meds are all kicking in, you know, are all at their strongest. So that was good. And yeah. So I'm probably just gonna film like a little bit each day when I feel good, so that I don't get too far behind on videos for you guys. But if I miss an upload, I miss an upload, you know? We'll just keep going because you can't plan for this stuff. But it kind of feels nice to be accomplishing something as well. So, alright. So I just keep layering. I'm loving this color combo with these blues. I don't know these pencils as well because I don't use them all the time like I do the Prismacolors. I know when I pick certain colors with the Prismacolors, how it's gonna look and what colors go with what. I just don't have to think about it anymore, but these, it's like still exploring them. Takes me a minute, so I do have a scrap paper where I can test things, because like I do know that like the indigo in this set I think is more purpley. It's like more cooler tone, where in Prismas it's a warmer tone. So I just have to be careful and not just go by the color name, because sometimes they're not the same tone from pencil set to pencil set. So get a piece. So get a white piece of paper and just check your colors if you're using pencils that you don't know as well, or if you're still getting to know a set of pencils. Well, get a white piece of paper and test stuff before you take it over to your picture. I want a little bit of a shadow under here, so I am putting the navy blue under it to just help get that shadow. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, then we're gonna go back. We're gonna work our way kind of back down the colors. So we're gonna go back to our middle color, the cobalt blue 347. And I'm not gonna add any more pressure. I'm just gonna go over it till I'm happy with it. You can go right over the navy and just blend them all together. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to our lightest color, which is a cerulean blue 335. We can finish blending that all together. Again, no extra pressure or anything. I'm just gonna go over it until I like it. Okay. I do want this highlight in here, so I think I'm gonna grab this cream color and kind of put it in the center. So this is called Cream. It's 127, and it's a bit darker of a cream than the Prismacolor one. It's a little more yellow. But I think I'm gonna use this pencil somewhere else, so I thought it'd be good to use here too. So let's try it. A very light hand. Might get a little bit of a green color because you're mixing yellow and blue. And that's okay. Oh. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to that cerulean. I just kind of want it to be kind of subtle, you know? Okay. So I'm going to use those same colors, and I'm going to do like here and here, and probably like in here. So I'll do that off camera, and then we will do another section because yeah, it's the talking part, not the coloring part. That's a little difficult at the moment. So I will be back when I'm ready to move on to another color combination. All right, let me show you what I'm doing for like the gold. So I'm using cream as my base. So I'm putting some cream on there. Okay, then I'm going to canary yellow, and I'm going to use this and put it all over except where maybe I want highest highlight, which maybe I'll put kind of at that very tip there. So we just want to put this everywhere except for our highest highlight. Okay. Then I'm going to move to Autumn Leaf, number 59, and I'm going to put this in closer. I want to leave some yellow. It's just a matter of wherever you want the lighter spots to be, or where reflections are going to be. Whatever you think. All right, then I'm going to take chocolate, number 86, and go over, but keep things a little bit tighter. So every time I'm going darker, I'm just making things tighter. Not taking it as far out as I did the last color. I'm going to put some right here, I think. Okay, maybe a little bit more there. If I want it darker, I just go over it again. I don't add pressure. These are such pretty pencils to work with. I think they blend faster and have more pigment than the polychromos. I don't tend to gravitate towards my polychromos pencils, but that's just me. 48, this is orange, and I'm just gonna put this lightly over the chocolate. So everywhere I put the chocolate, I'm going to put this orange. I just want to kind of brighten up that brown. Give it a little more warmth. Now we're going to work our way back down. So I'm going to go back to the Autumn Leaf, go over all that darkness, and then fade it out. Just help kind of blend it in. Here we go. Okay, and then this side as well. Okay, then we're going to grab the canary and do the same thing. Okay, and then we're going to put that cream on the end here. And now what's really going to make this pop is I'm going to take black, which we don't use a whole lot, but we do when I think gold is probably one of the only times I use black. But I'm going to put this wherever I want my deepest shadow. And it really is like the contrast, that's the word I was looking for, the contrast between the light and the dark that makes metallic work. You're trying to get that kind of metallic, shiny look. It's work on your contrast between your lights and your darks. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do on all of the gold part. You can blend out that black a little bit if you want a softer. Just grab whatever color that you've already used. You can blend it out a little bit, and then you see it looks like a gold. So we will do that on all the places that I have put that cream already, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do for the leaves. I think all the little tiny stuff in here I'm probably gonna use a gel pen for. I really like using a gel pen or a fine liner for those little tiny things. So let me color all the gold and then we'll look at this again. All right, we have 2 more color combinations to go. I have like a green, kind of a bluey green, but a green for these leaves. So let's try that. I'm gonna start with my lightest color. This is Cobalt Green 225. And we're gonna put down a light, soft layer of this. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that color. See, I don't know these pencils as well as other pencils. I need to get better. Okay, then this is Emerald Green. So we will put that over it, but not take it all the way to the end. Okay, and then let's do the Peacock Blue 340. I want to put this at the base or in the shadow. Maybe up the center a little bit. That just kind of brings it to life, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Doing such a little thing. Ooh, it's windy tonight. Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay, and then this one as well. Pretty, pretty. Now I'm gonna go backwards. So I'm gonna grab the Emerald Green. Silly dog outside too. We're just having so much fun out there. Oh my goodness. It's not my dog. Okay, and then we will do the Cobalt Green. So we'll do all of our our green with these pencils. I think that will look really pretty. Okay, let's go to our light blue. It's kind of a grayish blue I kind of picked. Let's do Horizon Blue 312, and I'm going to do these, I was going to say leaves, these aren't leaves, feathers I guess. And I want this, it's really pretty. Horizon Blue on here. Okay, then I'm going to grab, this is, which one of these would you say is darker? Let's see. Okay, let's do this Sky Mist 371. And let's put some of that in here. I kind of want this to be a softer blue. It's going to be much softer than the other blue we have. Alright, and then I want this color. This is Sax Blue. 395. And we're going to put this at the face. Oh yeah, I really like that. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go back to, now I'm gonna go back to the Sky Mist. Yeah, we needed that. And then the Sky or Horizon Blue to get the very ends. Ooh, that's gonna be so pretty. Okay, so that is all of the pencil combinations that we're gonna use to color this picture. So there's only 4 color combinations. There's the dark blue, the gold, the green, and then our light blue. And then I bought these Jelly Roll pens. This is the Moonlight 06 set. Like, I haven't even opened them, but I just thought like they would be so pretty and complimentary to this picture that, whoa, hello. We're gonna have to crack them open and try them out to finish this picture up. And I think it's gonna be really pretty. So let me go finish this and then we will look at the gel pens. Okay, here it is. I think it's beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, so we have some colors here. Like I said, this is the Jelly Light, sorry, I'm on a lot of painkillers. Okay, Jelly Roll Moonlight 06. So it's a 0.3 millimeter fine line. And there's 10 of them. The whites did not come in this set. I just like their whites, so I have a ton of them laying around. But these are the first time I'm trying their colors, so I thought it would be a good idea. All right, so I'm gonna like eliminate some of the colors that I just don't think really go with this picture. So I think we could use any of these. Okay, I do have like what set they come from on the side, which is nice. And they may each have a different number. Yeah, so right here above the barcode, there's a number and they each have a different number. So I will try and tell you those. Okay, let's start with a white because I want these bubbles whited out. Okay. I like this tanny brown color. It's number 415. I want to see if this will be good for like this little star here. Oh yeah, kind of has a dark gold kind of look. Ooh, these are nice. Okay, maybe we'll do these dots as well. I love how opaque they are. And then I'm gonna do like the little dot there as well. That is pretty. Okay, let's do these spots and decorations on here are so small that it's fun to pull out your gel pens, or you could do it with a really sharp pencil if you wanted, but I just like using different materials, you know? make my life a little easier, and plus it's fun. I'll do the little ones there. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna put it on these little ones in between on all of his wings. Okay. Alright, let's see what else we have that we can use. This color 428, it's kind of a sage green kind of. Let's put it by his eye here that we made green. Yeah, it's kind of a little darker than we made his eye, so I like that. I love how opaque these are, which I shouldn't be surprised because the white is so opaque. Maybe we'll put the green also on like these light blue sections. Just kind of fun. That's kind of fun. I think I'm gonna do the inside of these. Oh yeah, I really like that. Okay, I want maybe this darker blue. This is 438. Let's see. Oh, what was that? Oh dear. Okay. So pretty. Okay, I want. Okay, and then I want this color on here as well. Okay. Let's grab this color. This is 432. It's this nice light green. I just want to stick right there. Maybe dot here, dot there. Not too much of that. And then our last color we're gonna grab is this pale blue, 425. And I want to put this just on these that are on the ends of his wings. Oh, I love it. It covers, look how it just covers up that pastel. It's so nice. They're so opaque. I love it. Okay, look how pretty. Oh my goodness, I love him. What a great start to our book. What a great start to our Hannah Karlzon journey. I think he looks great. All right, you guys, that is it for me. Next time you see me, I will have had a root canal and will feel much better. So I hope that's not too long. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, that you find time to relax and de-stress and throw some color around and, I don't know, try out a new art supply if it so bemuses you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!